I'm Marcia, Derbyshire, and I'm Project Manager for Employment. I work for the Norfolk Learning Difficulty Service. Well, I would like getting a life to achieve, you know, so that people with learning difficulties can have a life like any other, like people who are non-disabled. And that means that, you know, they've got the same opportunities and the same benefits from their community, and they're enabled to contribute and benefit from the community like anybody else. And yeah, and I think it's important that, I mean, I don't think this will give us all the answers, but what it will do is identify, you know, that good practice and that opportunities that that work really, and so that we can offer that to all people. Because at the moment, you know, for people with learning difficulties, it's not the same for everybody. So some people may be lucky to be in an area where there's an element of good practice that's going on, and they may get a different life to somebody else. But what I'd like it to achieve is really that young people have a different life to what people with learning difficulties currently have, and that we find a way of doing that for everyone. Yeah, I think there needs to be good information, because there's one thing telling people about best practice, but how do you encourage people to go out and do it? So you want, you know, good information, I guess a step-by-step guide to encourage people to go forward with things, but also a support network as well, that, you know, so they can come back and say, oh, we've tried this, and, you know, have you got any other ideas that we could, you know, take forward? Or they could bring some issues back, or difficulties that they've found that people may have already come up against that may be helpful towards, you know, helping other people to be successful on there. So I think it's really important. It's good, clear information and a support network. Well, I think that employment's the key to inclusion and self-determination, and it gives people identity. And it's really, really important, if you're going to have a life like any other, that employment is a part of it. I always say to people that when I went to school, it was always assumed that I would go to work. Nobody at 15 sat me down and said, now look, Marcia, have you ever thought about, you know, have you decided whether you'd like to go to work, or would you rather not? So why is it that we make the decisions for people with learning difficulties not to go to work?
Yes.
You know, it's just a rite of passage, as I see it. And we need to make that happen, because it opens the doors to the social network, it gives people identity, and it determines what they're going to do with the rest of their life. I mean, finding a job is not an end. It's about developing a career and learning from that experience and moving on and sort of determining what your life is going to look like.